Good morning. I want to bring to you this Sunday morning's devotion. It's a sort of a gray, cloudy fall morning, but it's a beautiful day nevertheless. And I'm going to bring to you today something from the book of Genesis, I'm going to read it, chapter 6, and I'm going to read from verse 5 through 9, verse 5 through 9. And I'm going to read it in the King James Version, and then I'm going to read it in the New King James Version and the NIV, because I just want you to hear the full message. And sometimes you get a full message when you look at it. It's certainly certain different words that mean the same thing helps to bring more of the message out. So I'm going to start with the King James Version, and it says here, "And God saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. And he repented the Lord that he had made man on the earth, and it grieved him at his heart. And the Lord said, I will destroy man whom I have created for the face of the earth, both man and beast, and the creeping thing and the fowls of the air. For it repented me that I have made them. But Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord." And this is the thought I want to ask you and ask myself is, how did Noah, and despite all that was going on around him, how did Noah find grace in the eyes of the Lord? And I pondered this question. So what do I have to do to find grace in the eyes of the Lord? And if I read in the New King James Version, it says here, it says, this is the genealogy of Noah, reading again from verse 9 only. Noah was a just man, perfect in his generations. Noah walked with God. So I look into that and I say grace and perfect, but still, how do I be perfect in my generation? How do I find grace with God like Noah did? And then it says Noah walked with God. So maybe I need to walk with God. So then I look into the NIV version, and I'm reading here in verse 9 again, and it says, Noah was a righteous man, blameless among the people of his time, and he walked with God. So I'm thinking, so I need to find grace with God. How do I find grace in me? No, God find grace in me, and I need to be righteous. I need to be perfect among my generation. I need to be blameless among the people, and I need to walk with God. So I'm still trying to understand this. So as I look and I think about it a little bit further, and I study the word to be just, and I recognize that the word just is telling me that it's something about being just, where I need to abstain from things and to refrain from things, and that's how you become just. So despite all the things that are going on around you, all the temptations of this world, and things that look so juicy and so exciting to be a part of, the way to be just is to abstain and to refrain from those things and to turn from those things and not do those things. And in doing those things, we find ourselves moving away from those things and moving towards a walk with God. Because God looked upon the earth and he saw that the wickedness of man was everywhere, and he displeased him. He regretted making man, but despite all of that, he said, "This man Noah, I see something in him. I'm going to give him some grace. Why? Because he did not walk with the world. He walked with me. He restrained from those things of the world. He abstained from those things, and he focused his life and his family on what I would like him to do as his God and as his creator. So he walked with me. And when you walk with someone, it's not just a physical walk, really. It's not like I'm walking from point A to point B, but it's a continual behavior. It's a continual day by day pace, apart from everything else, and keeping in step When you walk with someone, you keep in step with them. When you walk with God, you keep in step with God. When you walk with God, you're acting as God would want you to act. To you're walking with Him. So when I go back and I look at this now, how can the Lord find grace in me? I need to abstain from the things that are unlike God. I need to be a representative to the world around me of who God is. I need to walk with God, not just sometimes, but daily, continually, to walk with Him, to stay in step with His word. And so in doing those things, I trust that the Lord will find grace in me. And if you do those things, I trust that the Lord will find grace in you, despite the world around us. God can find grace in both of us, in all of us, in you and I. I thank you for listening today, this Sunday morning devotional thought, and I trust that it will help you in your walk with God this day. God bless you and have a wonderful day.